where she was a member of the 2024 livestock judging team. Mackenzie works alongside her family on their cow, calf, and seed stock operation, and she's had the opportunity to judge all species at various levels. Garrett Bossett from Montville, Ohio State University, where he earned a degree in animal science and was a member of the livestock judging team. Garrett, barn manager for Ferguson Cattle Company stock operation, focusing on Simmental and Angus genetics, while also operating his own operation, Bossé Cattle, where he strives to produce high-quality, purebred, and club calf genetics. Let's go ahead and give our two judges for the night a big round of applause and welcome them to Richland County. Test.
Yep. All right. All right. First class to enter the ring, dairy steers. We have one class. We will be awarding a grand and reserve champion in this class. Banners have been donated by Dave and Marcy Dick, and each of the exhibitors in the Born and Bred Steer Show will receive a halter donated by the Fackler Farms. So, here we go.
As we get started here in our dairy feeder show, we find a nice pair that rises to the top pretty easily in terms of functionality. But this young woman here in the purple, her steers, this is no doubt the boldest, widest, boldest, biggest muscled animal. Foot size, comes with the most muscle, and comes with the most. Because at the end of the day, these are feeder steers that we're looking to the center of the freezer. So that's really going to be our foremost point in kind of moving forward. Is the next most functional steer here in our opinion. Kind of the one that gets out and packing a large amount of red meat product there. I mean, that's a big stifled, big topped one without a doubt. This young man here in the plaid shirt, we decided that we kind of fall off in terms of overall functionality. These are kind of the poor structured of the two, but no doubt big skeletons. Give these exhibitors a round of applause.
Congratulations to our winners. In fourth place, Joseph Keller. In third place, Benjamin Culler. Reserve champion, Owen Culler. And your grand champion, born and bred dairy steer, was Addison Shira. Congratulations. Again, the champion banners were donated by Dave and Marcy Dick. And each exhibitor gets rope halters donated by Fact. Now entering first class of the beef steer born and bred.
Well, as we start our lightweight, I think it's pretty logical to start with the young lady right here. This one, with these lighter weights, I think this one just balances up, offers plenty of shape down low, muscle shape, while having a little bit of look from the side. I think this girl's done a really good job with her project this year, and she's getting him highly presented. This young man that comes next, I think this one also's got some look from the side. I just wish that maybe kind of foot shape and goes ahead and wins. I wish that calf was maybe just a little bit longer on feed, but nonetheless, that's a nice calf for that young man. Then out here in third, just has so much power and muscle, but this side but he still offers plenty of muscle shape up high. That's another really nice. This steer's just maybe just not as good in terms of his structure, but he still offers plenty of muscle and shape hanging on the rail.
Your Class 1 Googled. In third place, Gracie Rodman. In second place, Rex Freeman. And your class winner, Aaliyah Dawson. Now entering the ring is Class 2. On deck, Class 3.
1, 2. As we get into this middleweight division of these steers here, I think a real high quality, real impressive place to start here in this white steer. I think this is one that you can kind of throw the book at in terms of describing. That's a big-footed, expressive one that still comes and goes with plenty of comfortability at the surface, and still comes with so much look up front. I mean, that's an arrogant, fat steer-headed one to start there, no doubt. Into this tan steer here has the right building blocks of a show steer, but it just doesn't come with the same kind of expressiveness as the one that comes ahead of him. I mean, that's another stout one that stands on a big foot. He's just not as expressive there over his top. He comes out of the backside of his shoulder a little bit more peaked than the one ahead of him, and doesn't quite carry his weight as good as the one ahead of him there in his hip and hind leg. He wants to get a little bit more jagged about his pasterns. Coming in here with this black steer, this is a real what you see is what you get kind of steer. I mean, well, he doesn't have the hair of the two that come ahead of him. He's got a lot of very intriguing pieces. Up front, that one's attractive. He comes with side of his blade. Coming and going on the side, he looks and reads with plenty of comfortability. He doesn't stand on the same size of foot and bone, and again reads a little bit peaked out of the backside of his shoulders. As we get down here in these two steers that round out the class, it simply becomes a muscle discussion. While these two kind of lack the structure of the three that come ahead of them, give these exhibitors a round of applause.
For your Class 2 places, Owen Googold. In fourth place, Brady Googold. In third place, Grant Freeman. Kate Freeman. And your Class 2 winner was Trenton Braska. Now entering the ring, Class 3.
well, a little discussion between Garrett and I on this one, but I think that this top duo is really, really good. We like the chromed up one to start. I think this one has some really wild pieces. That's one that's there we go. That's one that's really extended in his front 1/3 while he still has a big top and he's oh, sorry, I thought something else got loose. While he's still got a big top and still's got some bone and size and substance. I think this girl's doing a nice job getting him shown. And I do think in between this two pair of steers, structure is a wash. I think that they both have their differences and their issues. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are raising these things to, and it is structure is a wash. I think that they both have their differences and their issues. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are raising these things to discussion. So I think that black and white one does it a little bit better than this red one. But that's calf. I wish that he just maybe came with a little bit more expression in his top line, and I wish that he was maybe just a little bit bigger footed, but you can tell this kid's been working hard to get hair all summer. This black and white one that's coming next, that's a really good feeding, easy, excuse me, and this kid's done a really nice job showing him. I think that this one is another one, kind of like Gara had said, what you see is what you get. I think this one comes with plenty of muscle. This one that's rounding out the class, I know it's been giving this young lady some fits, but I think that he's another one of those easy feeding kind of steers that still comes with some body and shape. Let's give these exhibitors a nice round of applause.
For your Class 3 placing, in 4th place, Charlie King. In 3rd place, Griffin Howell. In 2nd place, Colton Montgomery. And your class winner was Emily Folks. Now entering the ring, the 1st place winners for the final drive.
Well, for starters, let's put our hands together for these born and bred steer exhibitors. You know, the steer is the longest project at the fair, and the exhibitors, the parents, and everybody who helps with these calves make a lot of sacrifices during the year. And not only are they making sacrifices, these ones are born and raised in the county, and I think that that says a lot about the people that are. There's a lot of really nice cattle here. There's a lot of really nice cattle in front of me. We've talked a lot about these things in class. You know, we really value muscle shape, functionality, power, balance, and all of the things that make a good steer. And there's one, find your champion, bring the second place back in, and then find your reserve. Let's put our hands together one more time. Well, as we get the second place out from that middleweight division, that's a really nice calf. He comes to us with a lot of muscle shape and a good hoof size, and I think that that one offers plenty of power and balance. I'm going to put the mic down. We're going to go find your reserve.
Congratulations to our Richland County Junior Fair born and bred market steers. Your reserve champion in your bred steer was Trenton Brad. Round of applause. Yep. Dairy Steer Show will start at 6:15. Again, the Dairy Steer Show will start. All right, 5 minutes. We'll get this dairy show started here in 5 minutes. All right, everyone, we're going to get the Dairy Steer Show started. If everyone could please stand, remove their caps. We're going to start with the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we gallantly streaming.
Check, check. All right, let's get this show underway. We're going to go ahead and announce our judge for this evening, Cy Perkowitz. I already announced it.
Okay.
Cy Perkowitz. Perfect. Yep.
For me, right that.
Yep. Go ahead and. I got it. Perkowitz.
Okay, Cy Perkowitz. Judge today is Judge Cy Perkowitz. He is the owner of North Coast Livestock and NNS Co-op. He lives in Suffield, Ohio, and runs 100 head of cows for the last 20 plus years.
Yep.
Okay.
Now entering the ring, Class 1.
Now entering the ring is Class 1 of the dairy steers.
You want to come over here?
Yeah.
I guess unless somebody else wants to run the.
Testing. There we go. Nice class of dairy fats here to lead us off here this evening. The calf that's going to go ahead and win the class for us for this young man. This is a calf I preferred finish over some of the others in the class. Overall balance is what gets this calf up to the top of the class here today. One that you definitely appreciate in terms of levelness of levelness of hip. As he gets out and travels, he's sound at the ground. Balance. Man that's going to come out next, very, very similar kind of fat steer. as the one that wins the class here. What separates him and puts him in second is when he gets out and travel, he wants to get a little tender off of his front end as well. He wants to roll his hooks and his pins as he travels. But again, a calf that you appreciate for the extension of his front end as well as balance as you view him here from this side. Young man coming out next has kind of our meat and potatoes of the class. You definitely appreciate calf that has a lot of red meat in him. But in comparison to the couple that lead off the class, he just doesn't balance up as well as we view him from this side. He wants to get a little bit shorter up front and tucked up in his flank. But again, a calf that you sure that he does carry. The green calf, rounding out the class. One that, like our class winner, is balanced up, has a good look to him, but one that just needs more days on feed to compete any higher today. But a good class to start us off. Give these kids a nice round of applause.
The results of Class 1 dairy steer are as followed. 4th place, Trent Rodman. 3rd place, Benjamin Kohler. 2nd place, Joseph Kohler. And in first, and congratulations to Owen Kohler. Now entering the ring, on deck in Class 4 in the hole.
Falling into our second class, we've got here lots of different kinds that's brought to us. The one thing is you'll notice about we go through this evening here, I don't have a particular kind in terms of what has to win my class. They don't have to be the prettiest and they don't have to be the stoutest, but they do need to be the completest. As well as this is a fat steer show, and we need to have a calf that's market class. But he's a calf when you put your hands on him, he's finished and he's ready to go. You put your hands over his loin eye, and he's got a big old loin eye on. You step behind him, it sure can get out and travel. He is not the sexiest fronted calf out here, and he's not the cleanest chested one. But in regards to ring nice, that's what gets him to win the class here. The young man that's going to come out here second. It's a little bit showier calf in comparison to the steer that wins the class. But again, a calf, you get your hands on him, and he is ready to go. There's plenty of meat in that calf as well as he gets out and travels around the ring nice. Young lady coming out next does a nice job showing her steer here. Again, a calf that's very similar to the one that goes second for us here. But when you view this one's joint work, in particular his back left leg, he wants to get a little extra swelling and a little tender as he travels the ring. The young lady coming out next, this is a calf that, man, I do appreciate the overall style of him, but this is one that we just need to see go freer off both ends as he travels the ring. The young lady coming out next has one of the bigger calves in the class, but one that you view him in terms of muscling. He's one of the lighter muscled ones in the class, as well as he gets a little bit rawer to the feel for a calf of his size. And then the young lady wrapping up the class, another calf that traveling, but again, a calf that we need to balance up, as well as put more condition on him to get him any higher today. But a nice class. Go ahead and give these kids a nice round of applause.
Class 2 of dairy followed 5th place, Allison Arnold. 4th place, Taylor Beveridge. 3rd place, Bryn Hogginson Kohler. Now entering the ring, Class 3 and Class 4 on deck.
Again, you get out in there here in this class of dairy and kinds. Young lady is going to go ahead and win this class on overall condition. On him, in particular over that 12th rib down into his flank. He's finished really good, and he's also a steer that gets out here. The young lady does a great job showing him, and she does a great job showing off the front end, the extension of neck that he has, clean-chested and sound as he travels around the ring. The white steer coming out, sure appreciate this one in terms of overall power. This guy is stout from the ground all the way to the top. He carries and holds himself really well. The issue I draw with this steer is you put your hands on him, and there's just not a lot of cover there for a calf of his size. If that one had some more condition on him, man, I'd sure like to roll that one straight to the top of the class. Young man coming out here in second. Probably the calf that I appreciate when you get your hands on him of any of them in the class. Young man's done a great day. But in comparison to the two that they go ahead and lead off ahead of him, this is a calf that just doesn't have the show. He's done a great job feeding this steer. The next calf that's coming out, actually the next two coming out, similar in their right, calves that just aren't quite as stout as those ahead of them or have as much condition as they need to have given their size, but calves that you do appreciate in terms of overall structural integrity, and the young gentlemen have done a nice.
The results for Class 3 of 5th place, 3rd place, Zeke Markley, 2nd place, Bryn Sauter, and in 1st, and congratulations to Addison Shira. 4 is now entering the ring. All previous class winners on deck.
Two pretty different steers leading off of our class here, our final class. Going to win the class. Does a great job showing where I am trying to evaluate livestock. Apologize. A calf, again, one that you'd appreciate at the ground. This is a calf that, for a big dude, can get out and he can travel really well, and I definitely appreciate that. As well as he's one that doesn't disappoint when you put your hands on him. He's conditioned correctly. He's got a big loin eye in him, and again, he's got is going to win this class based on structure. The steer coming out here in second is one that you're definitely drawn to in this particular class. Over his rib kit. When you ask him to get out and travel, he wants to get uncomfortable at the ground for me, especially the longer he's out here. But again, the young lady does a great job getting this one stuck. Young man coming out here in third has a good product in him. One that we definitely need to balance up to get him any higher today. Calf that's in this class, one that we could actually scale back on overall condition. One that just has a little extra over his ribs for me here today. Young man rounding out the class has got another calf. He's done a great job feeding this one. Again, this is a steer that we just need to easy up in his structure to get him any higher here today. But the young man, again, does a great job with him. Give these kids a nice round of applause as well.
The results of the Class 4 dairy steers are as follows. Fourth place, Zeke Markley. Third place, Ashley Markley. Second place, Addison Shira. And in first, and congratulations to Ashley Markley. The final drive is now entering the ring. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors for the banners. The 8th Champion Dairy Market. This is beef. We're on dairy. Oh, you're right. Oh, my bad. The 8th Champion Dairy Market beef banner was donated by Jessica Albert, the Jessica Albert family. 7th Champion Dairy Market beef was donated by Charles Miller and Associates. 6th Champion by Buckeye Lawn Care. 5th place by designed by Champion in memory of Brad Cook. Champion in memory of Lonnie and Paulette McFarland. Reserve Champion Dairy Market Beef Trophy was donated by Eugene and Carol Kirkpatrick. Reserve Grand Champion Dairy Market Beef Banner was donated by Chief Trophy. Champion Dairy Market Beef Banner was donated in memory of Brad Cook.
Go ahead and give these kids a good round of applause. This is a big project. It's a long project, and I can assure all of you at the barn yet for taking on this project because it's part, that's for sure. A good lineup. It's been fun to sort through the 4 classes here. To me, there's a logical champion out here. I'm going to go ahead and roll down through them and grab you a top 8 here for today. But again, give these kids another round of applause for a project well done.
Okay, before we start, Derry, if you want family to friends to come in on the pictures, you certainly can. I anticipate starting the beef show at 7:30 in 15 to 18 minutes. Be ready.
The results of the Dairy Steer Championship Drive are as followed. 8th place, Brady Googold. 8th champion, Brady Googold. 7th champion, Ashley Markley. 6th champion, Zeke Markley. 5th champion, Addison Shira. 4th champion, Ashley Markley. 3rd champion, Bryn Addison Shira. And grand champion and
Attention in the show arena and the steer barn. If there is a Tyler Allen, if you could come up to the announcer's stand here, we found something. So Allen.
We are about to start the Richland County Junior Fair Market Beef Steer Show. Class 1 on deck, Class 2 in the hole. Our judge is Cy Pergowitz. He is the owner of North Coast Livestock and N&S Co-op. He lives in Suffield, Ohio, and he's been running 100 heads of cattle.
It's a good way to kick off our beef steer show here. When we get into these little weights, you're not really always sure what you're going to get, but these young kids brought us a nice group out here today. Young lady that goes ahead and leads off the class. This is one that just has that really nice striking look to him, one that grabs your eye as he walks in the ring, and she does a great job bringing that out in him. But a calf that as you evaluate overall is a steer that you appreciate in terms of length of that front 1/3. He drops into that shoulder region and down into his rib cage really nice, and then he doesn't disappoint when you stand behind him. And for a class of a bunch of lightweight steers, he's one that also doesn't disappoint when you get your hands on him. Is he ready? No. Are any of them ready? Not really. But in regards to this particular class, he's one that you definitely appreciate the overall cover on him. The steer coming out next, again, a calf that you really love that front 1/3 in him. He's got that jack neck around, but a frame calf, so he shows more of that greenness at this lighter weight, and that's kind of what sticks him here in second. But a calf that you like, a calf that, again, behind him, young lady does a nice job showing him. Coming out here in third, again, a steer that's beautifully presented. Young man does a nice job showing him. Again, a calf that could use a little bit more cover on him, as well as he wants to have a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up as he steps around the ring. Looks like he might have a little foot rot in his back wheels, but again, young man does a really nice job with him. Here rounding out the class between blue and the little black steer, we went and switched those at the end. I went ahead and did that on just overall structural integrity. The blue steer is one that you definitely big at the ground and sound as he travels around the ring. One that I'd like to level him out in his top line. And then we round out with the calf in the class, but one that we just need to make him a little sounder off those. The market steer show, especially with
The results for Class 1 of market beef steers are as followed. 5th place, Courtney Stiving. 4th place, Gracie Rodman, Rex Freeman. 2nd place, Jerica Stanton. And in first, and congratulations to Alea Dawson. Scratch that. 5th place is Gracie Rodman, and in 4th place is Courtney Stiving. Class 2 for market steers is entering the ring. Class 3 on deck, and Class 4 in the hole.
lots of gives and takes when you here and start to really evaluate them. These are a class of calves that are still kind of under that market-ready weight, if you will, but some condition in an acceptable manner. The young man goes and wins this class, for me, readily handily. No, he's not the show steer with the big hair as some of the others in this class, but he's a calf. As you analyze him, he is extended out through that front end. He's ultra cool in his head care at the ground as he travels around the ring. That all dumps back, and he, again, doesn't disappoint when you step behind him. He has plenty of red meat to him, and he overwhelmingly surprises you when you put your hands over his top line. He's got a big, thick loin eye, and as well as he's the best finished calf in this class. Again, he ain't the shiniest one in terms of hair out here, but he is, for me, the easiest class winner here. Lots of gives and takes is what you want to do the rest of the way down this class. For me, if you're going to start with a logical calf such as one that wins the class, you got to follow up with a blaze face steer here. Again, he's sound at the ground as he travels around the ring. He doesn't disappoint when you put your hands on him, and a calf that's good. That young lady. The young lady coming out next done a great job in terms of presentation with this steer. His hair is on point for a county fair, but here's a calf that we got to make him sounder at the ground. He gets plenty vertical in that structure for me. He wants to rock and get too rigid on those back pasterns, and you can tell that as he travels around the ring, he wants to roach up in his top and really drop his pins as he travels. But a calf that is striking in his presentation. He's striking up through that front 1/3, and again, a calf that has plenty of meat and power to him. We just got to sound him, make him sounder there at the ground. Much can be said for the calf coming out here next. Love the presentation on this one. I'm a sucker for a colored one and a baldy one, and he is striking at that. But again, much like the calf that precedes him in class, he's one we just got to make him sounder at the ground. He's shorter in his skeleton together on him, and as he travels around and travels away, he just wants to get extremely wide as he goes. Young man that's going to round out the class. Good, put more condition on him for this class. Calf that here, if you could feed that one feed on that one for another 45, 60 days, that thing would make or hang an awesome carcass. But a good class, second class here. Give these kids a good round of applause.
The results for Class 2 of market beef steers are as follows. 5th place, Mason Googled. 4th place, Emery Van Dyne. 3rd place, Emma Montgomery. 2nd place, Gracie Rodman. And in first, and congratulations to Grant Freeman. 3 is now entering the ring. Class 4 on deck, and Class 5 in the hole.
Another fun class to dive into. Young man bringing our white and smoky steer here. Man, he does an awesome job doing some showmanship. And I know this isn't about showmanship, but again, it makes life easier on my side of the mic to evaluate livestock when you have young people such as these two out here. They've worked so hard on. The young man steer that comes out here, again, as a calf, as you analyze from the nose back, it's just very complete, balanced calf. He's not the most extended out through that front end, but it's sure darn nice enough. You appreciate his head carriage and how he holds it up above his shoulders there, and he drops back into a... You got him? He drops floor and then back into a good rib cage. Sound as he travels around the ring, and still, and you evaluate his back leg, you'd say, man, that thing's maybe a little shotgun hawk, but he handles it good as he gets out and he travels. One that you appreciate when you step behind him, as well as a calf, you put your hands on him and he doesn't disappoint there either. Young lady coming out next with our next colored calf here, one that's just not wanting to act the best for, but when he first walked into the ring, this is one that you really drew to because he was acting good, but it's hard to really evaluate him much beyond. Gets around the ring good enough, such as or matching our champion steer rather. Again, a calf that has plenty of product to him, hands on him. I just wish he acted better so that we could maybe see if he could push any out here. And 3 does a great job with this calf. One that has that really cool show steer front end to him. Sound as he's wide when he just needs more pounds higher. But man, if we could put another 150 pounds on that calf, I can only imagine what he looks like. But you should be proud of yourself. You've done great with that calf. The gentleman coming out here next, these are both good practical steers, right? Steers that'll hang great carcasses. Ones that we just need to add some of those extras to them to push them 3 show steers any higher today. Another good class. Give them a round of applause.
The results for Class 3 market beef steer are as follows. 5th place, Brady Googled. 3rd place, Berg. And in 1st place, and congratulations to Trenton Braska. Class 4 is now entering the ring. Class 5 on deck.
starting to get into that weight of fat steers that are fun to evaluate. It's not that they're all fun, but some classes are just a little bit more enjoyable than others. Young lady brings us a really nice steer here to win this class. She does a great job getting this one stuck. And if you want to know what the definition of proportionality is, it's this calf right here. No, is he at the big fighting weight that maybe some state fair steers are? Probably not, but he's big enough for me here today, especially for this class. You get your hands on him, and there's enough cover on him. But a calf that is awesome in his head structure. It's awesome out the way it ties down into his neck, and his neck into his shoulders, and from there on back. He's awesome at the ground. He travels really good. Very well presented. Really nice calf to win the class. You start asking yourself some questions how to go from there between 2 and 3. If you're going to use that steer to win the class, the most logical place to go next is with this Hereford. The Hereford steer is one of those calves that has lots of presence to him. He's one that catches your eye from the time that he walked in the show ring. And again, the young lady does a great job getting this one stuck. And as you analyze this one, he's built the most like our class winner. Awesome in his head carriage, really extended out through that front 1/3, sound at the ground as he travels around the ring. Is he as stout at the low in his lower quarter as our steer in third? No, but he is powerful up high. Excuse me, in that loin eye, awesome cover over that from the nose all the way to the ground. Young lady did a great job with this calf. It's put a lot of work into him. A calf that you definitely appreciate in terms of the overall stoutness that this steer possesses. Big-footed, big bone. Stout steer in his chest. Too much for me here today, but a good calf in his own right. Patches that's going to come out here next. A good practical steer meat to him. One that we just need to correct him a little bit in his angles. Gets a little forward in his knee and wants to push up on his pasterns as he goes around the ring. Though he doesn't act the best for that young man. The steer rounding out the class is the powerhouse of the class, man. This thing is just packed full of red meat. But again, like we've talked, like we've talked so much this evening already, this is a calf that we need to make sounder at the ground as he travels, in particular as he goes away. But again, a really nice calf. That young man's done a great job with getting him presented and brought here for us today. Give these guys a nice round of applause.
The results for Class 4 market beef steers are as followed. 5th place, Ryder Fretch. 4th place, Griffin Howell. 3rd place, Madison Boyer. 2nd place, Bergen Lionheart. And in first, and congratulations to Macy Tackett. Ring is Class 5. Class 6 on deck.
Now we're getting into some of these. Lady brings us the show steer out here for us this evening. Awesomely presented. I commend the young lady and her team presented here for us today. She does a great job getting this one stuck. Like the calf that wins our prior class, just a steer that you really appreciate. Someone else. The way his head carriage drops into. Is this me, guys? We're good? We're good. The way that his head carriage, his neck, and shoulder all ties together. He's beautifully blended from there all the way back. He is so wide and he travels good enough for me here today. He does want to get a little bit outside of his footsteps as he travels away. Nothing hateful. He still knows how to utilize those different joints of his. You want to get critical on this one and say, is he a little harsh in that rear third? Yeah, I will give you that. That's where, man, if I can take this second place steer's rib cage and drop into this steer, I'd say, young lady, why weren't you at Columbus last week? But he doesn't have it. But again, there's enough extras to that steer for me to go ahead and handily win. And this steer, I love the center body and dimension that this calf possesses. If I could get every steer to have that kind of rib cage, that'd make a lot of money, quite frankly. But what puts this calf in second is a calf with floor. And I need more leg. He wants to start pushing that knee forward, just kind of like he is right there. But, man, again, you love that extension that he has there. I love the length of body in relation to his rib cage, his height of skeleton. Again, a calf that is beautifully conditioned for us here today. A good pair of steers to go ahead and lead this class off. Young lady's blaze face steer that's coming next is most built like the two that precede him here in class. Just a good practical calf that's got an easy look to him. You put your hands on him and he doesn't disappoint. The young man's red steer going to round out the class. Man, this is a tough steer to go fourth in this class, but it's just kind of how everything falls. This is a calf that we would like to pull his skeleton apart. He just gets a little narrow paddles off of his front end and wants to really duck those pins as he travels away. But again, a calf the young man's done a great job with. Love the presentation. Give these kids a good round of applause.
The results for Class 5 of the Market Beef Steers are as followed. 4th place, Colton Montgomery. 3rd place, 2nd place, Peyton Place, and congratulations to Cameron Gowitzka. Class 6 is now first place on deck.
falling into this class here, there's definitely some gives and takes is what you want to do. From a standpoint of standing still, this class handily. Again, a calf that has that show steer look to him. You love the balance and symmetry that this steer has. He's got plenty of red meat to him. I love him when you get your hands on him. If we could make this calf just a little sounder on that back left wheel, he wants to knuckle up like he's got some kind of injury. But other than that, that's a powerful calf, a balanced calf. The young lady has done a great job with. The most to go next is push that upper end of our weights. But again, if you want to talk practicality, here's a calf that's sound at the ground as he travels around. He's got that little bit of a show steer look to him. He's one that you definitely appreciate when you get your hands on him. And again, a calf that has plenty of red meat here today. This is a calf, heavier weights. This is a steer that's starting to, I'd say, is a little overdone. You could really read that in his structure as he travels around the ring. This calf really wants to get outside of himself. He wants to get jammed up in that hip. But a calf, you really appreciate that overall rib dimension that he has. He's got that show steer look. We just need to make him sounder at the ground. That way he appears sounder all the way up high. Good class. Apologize. Then we had our fourth place steer. Again, a calf that would hang a great carcass. Unfortunately, just not acting the greatest for that young lady today.
The steer are as followed. Fourth place, Allison Arnold. Third place, Jack Stover. Second place, Emily Folks. And in first, and congratulations to Hadley Williams. The champion drive is now entering the ring. I would like to take a quick second to thank our sponsors. Our 8th champion market beef banner in memory of Lonnie and Paulette McFarland. Our 6th champion market beef banner donated by Charles Millers and Associates. Our 5th champion market beef banner is donated in memory of Tom Carroll. Our 4th champion market beef banner is donated by Ed and Kate Miller. Our 3rd champion market beef banner is donated in memory of Lonnie and Paulette McFarland. Our reserve champion market beef banner is donated by the Jessica Albert family. Our reserve grand champion market beef trophy is donated by Justin and Amy Bays family. Our grand champion market beef buckle is donated by JB Livestock. The grand champion market beef banner is donated in memory of Tom Carroll. And the grand champion market beef trophy is donated by E.R. Bolantitz Company.
Go and give all these kids that are in here, as well as the barn, a great round of applause. Like we said at Fats, this is a long project. It's a hard project for the kids that really dedicate themselves to it. They give up their sports. They give up their time on the lake to be able to earn the opportunity. And I commend all of these individuals out here, all 6 of them, for doing so. You guys have brought 6 great steers again from this side of the mic to be able to evaluate good livestock. And I think there's 6 good livestock out here from our lightweight all the way to our heavyweight down there. And I commend the fairgrounds, and I commend all the volunteers and all the donators to build you guys this facility. This is pretty incredible. Whether you get around to a lot of fairs or you don't, I'll be honest, I do, and I have that has put this kind of money, time, and dedication into building a facility such as this. So go ahead and give the fair, the commissioners, the volunteers, an awesome round of applause. And I'd say thank you because I have thoroughly enjoyed standing in air condition this afternoon. This is awesome for sure. Again, all the volunteers, those that asked me to come here to evaluate your young individuals, I do appreciate that. I feel honored. I don't take it lightly. So again, I say thank you to you for that. So back to our steers, individuals that have come, calf that we really appreciated in that lightweight division. A steer, that's awesome in his rib cage. He's got that show steer look to him. He's a calf that's got structural integrity as he travels around the ring. He's a calf as we get him back out here that we'd like to put some more weight on him, some more condition on him to get him to push some of these big guys any further. But a great steer that this young lady's brought. The steer that come out of our second class, again, a calf, as you start looking at types and kinds and show steers, he's one that's got it. He doesn't have the fluff and the puff in terms of hair that these other steers have out here, but just in a raw, genuine show steer build, you definitely appreciate this one's all big-footed. He's sound as he travels around. He's got that good show steer front to him, balanced and complete, a calf that you really admire. In our third hole, young man can be commended on all the whitening shampoo he probably bought for this calf over the summer. He's done an awesome job getting this one presented and out here to us. A calf, again, that like we talked in class, just practical, some down into his chest floor, and that drops into a good rib. A calf, like we talked in class, man, you could put a little extra set into his stifle and into his hip, but a calf that surprisingly, as he gets out and travels, he travels pretty good with it. The young lady brings us a show steer out next. One that we really admired in class, in that head carriage, that front 1/3, that just really gives you that come hither look, especially when she gets him parked like that. A steer that just drops back into a really nice rib cage. He doesn't disappoint when you get your hands on him. He is conditioned, he's big topped, and again, a calf that's sound as he travels around the ring. Ultra pretty show steer here coming out next, one that is just jack fronted. Tall and elegant through that front 1/3. A calf that's long spine, big hipped, wide pin when you stand behind him. A calf like we talked in class, maybe a little raller in that rear rib, but again a calf that's sound as he gets around the ring and just ultra looking show steer. Then we get our big boy wrapping up of all of our steers here. One that you definitely appreciate in terms of overall balance, especially for a steer carrying the weight that he does. Just awesome in terms of rib cage design, shoulder structure, and sound as he gets around the ring, with the exception of that back left leg. Man, I wish he had put some more weight on that leg, because this is a steer that I definitely do appreciate, but it's the fact of the matter that we're here tonight, and he is wanting to be a little bit lame on that leg. But again, so let's go ahead and give these kids a nice big round of applause. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go grab you 8 champions.
The results of the champion drive of Market Steers are as followed. 8th champion, Bergen E. Lionheart. 6th champion, Peyton Stover. 5th champion, Kate Freeman. Hadley Williams. 3rd champion, Trenton Braska. Reserve Grand Champion, Cameron Gowitzka. And Grand Champion, and congratulations to Macy Tackett.